Walking the Awakening Path. I am so grateful you are here. Today we are sharing sacred space with incredible Zuleyka. Zuleyka is a founder of Heal with Love by Zuleyka. She is a Geo Love healer and EME life coach. Grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's connect soul to soul as we dive into her wisdom and story. Zuleyka, every awakening journey is unique. Could you take us back to the beginning of yours? What led you to the moment where your spiritual awakening actually began?
And first of all and foremost, thank you so much for inviting me. I am so proud of you for doing this, for allowing us to be in service, and for helping so many beautiful souls like us. I know the beginning is the most difficult part for all of us. And so in my case, I remember, I recall I was in the parking lot waiting for my son coming back from school, and my life wasn't going right on none of the aspects. My physical, physically, emotionally, personal relationships, financially, nothing was going right. And I recalled I was at the parking lot, I was crying, and I asked God for help. And I said, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm completely lost. I, I just don't know what to do anymore. And so I was on my phone and I was scrolling social media. And I don't remember, I think it was Instagram. And I saw the book of many, the 8 secrets of manifestation. And so for some reason, the way that she was describing the book, it woke up a curiosity inside of me that I ordered the book. I started reading the book every time that I was waiting for my son. And this is 2021, December 2021. So after reading the book, I went on the website. I didn't even have the money to pay for Geo1. And I remember I put myself on a payment plan. But I had so much deeper desire to find an answer for what I was going through that the universe allowed me to go through Geo1, even that I didn't have the money. And so I remember I went on the website, I looked through the options that they have, and my heart sent me to Geo at that moment. And that's when I began my journey.
Zuleyka, how has your life changed since you started actually walking this path? Since you started in Geo, the energy healing. And if you can maybe tell us how does your life look like now, comparing to the one from before?
Yeah, of course. So one day I was doing an exercise, and the exercise was about writing the way that you feel now compared to the way that you used to feel. And I was just writing, and I just realized that I was in a place of gratitude, of joy, of happiness, of love. And then I went back to the reason why I began. And I was like, wow, that was like my aha moment in realizing that I was doing the work. I just kept on going, and I didn't realize that I was already manifesting the things that I wanted. And from there, the way that my life is daily is like I would like to wake up in the morning. I make myself an organic decaffeinated coffee. I come to this room. In this room, I have my little section to do my coaching, my healings, and my meditations. So every morning, I always ask myself, what do you feel like doing? Not like what do you have to do, but what do you want to do? What makes you happy? Would you like to start with a healing or maybe like a little meditation? Would you like to journalize? Because one of the huge things is to do it with joy, with peace and with joy, so the energy can flow through you. So once I do my little meditation, I go take a shower, I get ready, and then I looked on my calendar and see if I have any coaching lessons or healings, or if I have any Q&As. So normally I work from 10 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. And in between, I have my little lunch, like around 1 o'clock. And when I'm done with my day, which I did what I love, I get paid for being me. And that's the most beautiful, joyful place of gratitude because you are helping yourself, you're helping others, but we are in the 3D, we still have to survive. But we are surviving with something that we love tremendously. So once I do my service, I do something to release that energy. In my case, I like to take like a long walk. I like to be around nature, and with that, I'm releasing everything that I absorb through my clients. And I need to do this because the next day I need to serve 100%. And I want to every day you have to release everything that you're pouring on yourself, and at the same time you have to place the gratitude to yourself for always being open heart and open mind to do this every day because you want to keep on growing, you want to keep on expanding, you want to keep on helping, but this require self-care a lot for us that we decide to be coaches or healers or akashic, anything. We are an open vessel. We are a beautiful instrument, but it's huge for us to do self-care every day to release so we can serve better the next day. Um, so yeah, my life, if I can compare from the way that it used to be and from the place that I am right now, is a completely different shift. And that's why I am open to be in service always, because if my life that it was so complicated with so many things was able to shift in such a beautiful way, everyone can shift.
Beautiful. Zuleika, you are a beautiful inspiration, like that beautiful lighthouse for others. Awakening often deepens our connection with the universe, nature, and our higher self. How do you experience this connection now? If you can maybe tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, of course. So the way that I see it is that when you are working on your human story, you don't have the awareness to see or to have that connection with the divine because your mind is way too busy with all of the programming and the beliefs and the rules that we have in our unconscious mind. So once you do the work and your awareness is more open and you have more awakening, then you realize that we are not alone. We are always guided, we are always protected, that there's an infinite intelligence, beyond our human understanding that flows through us when we open up our hearts and our minds. And with that, that gives you the confidence that we are not alone. And you trust in yourself completely because you know it's not us. We're just an instrument open to absorb all of this beautiful information that is coming through them. So you know that whatever is meant to happen for that person that you're serving, it's already been done on the level that they can take at the moment, right? Whatever the physical body and energetic body can take, but you already know that they receive exactly what they need. And so with that, it's when you really trust in yourself, trust in your God, because you know it's already been done. And that's a beautiful process because that's when you know you are in alignment with them, allowing them to go through you. The information is flowing through you, but it's coming from them, and they are receiving exactly that you need. And then you go to the stage of celebration. Now you're celebrating that one person's life has been changed, that you are expanding, you are growing, but now you're helping. And now that you know that you are being blessed, when you're blessed, is because you are meant to bless more people. Blessings are for you to bless. And when you are on that stage of gratitude, knowing that it's been done, I did my life purpose. I opened up my heart and my mind. I was an instrument. I delivered. It came through them. They received exactly what they need for the highest good of all. And that's when the awakening began, when you finally begin to trust in yourself, because it's not me who's talking, it's them.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. For those who are just starting the spiritual awakening, what advice would you give them? Something that can inspire them and like a little guidance.
Mm, yes. So I feel like at the beginning, the one thing that we're losing is our faith. Grab my faith. Grab the faith of someone who's already doing the process. See and listen to the shares of what they went through so you can see that it can be done. Because at that moment, it's not happening in your mind because you are in your subconscious mind, you are relieving all of the pain, all of the trauma, all of the suffering. So it's just not happening at that moment for you. It's not happening yet, but it will. So what I did in my case, I was losing my hope. My life was not going anywhere. Um, I feel like I failed my husband, my kids, my family, everyone. So I didn't really have that much faith left. So what I did is like I started focusing on the people that I get inspired, like for instance, Mandy or Oliver. And I was always listening to not to the success, but to what they went through first. The place where they used to be, what they did. I followed the steps and I was grabbing myself from the faith that they had at that moment. Till little by little, beautiful things started unfolding in my life and I started getting my faith back, my hope, my dreams back for the one life that I wanted to create, it, not the life that I was living. So that was a huge thing. Grab somebody else's faith if you don't have faith right now. And the second one is to be patient because someone that they always said is like, yeah, do the work that we call it, the human story. You work on the human story. You're doing the work. But something that you should know is that the mind is going to be on board as well, but the mind is always going to try to sabotage the things that you want. The mind is never going to come with the form of, the mind is never going to tell you the truth. It's never going to tell you, I am here to keep you small. I am here to make sure you don't get to the place that you want to be or you can reach the dream that you want. The mind comes with the form of telling you, I am here to keep you safe. I am here to protect you. And because this is a programming depends like if you are 20, 30, 40, 50, these are decades of programmings or beliefs or rules that you have in your subconscious mind. So the mind doesn't like the change. So it's easier to sabotage. So along the way, when you're doing your work on taking care of your human story, sometimes there's points where you want to give up because you feel like you're doing the work, but here's the mind coming all the time, sabotaging the thing that you want. So one of the second ingredients, I would say, patient and taking consideration of the mind because the heart is always going to get on board, but the mind is always going to try to sabotage. And remember, the mind is just trying to keep you safe, but now you are trying to do a new programming, a new belief system, new rules, a different way to perceive things in life in a way that is going to serve you better, in the way that is going to serve you for yourself, for others, and to step into your full potential, the person that you want to become. So that is huge. And if that helps, what I do, I always see the mind as something funny. Like, for instance, you can imagine a SpongeBob. You will never take serious a sponge fry, right? It's a jello funny guy, telling you things about what you should not expose yourself because something is going to happen to you. So little by little, that takes power, releases the power from you. Some people likes to go to the divine and say, I handed that over, silly mind, not today, not today, be gone. Whatever works. If you want to see it on a silly version like me, you want to go to the divine and say, not today, I handed that over, silly mind. Just remember, we are working on the 3D. We have our human story, and the mind is always going to try to sabotage. But the more that you practice, just like it took so long for you to grab all of those concepts that do not belong to you, the more that you practice, the more commitment that you have, the more persistence that you have, it would come to the point that you're going to be in control of those thoughts and emotions. And you're going to use that on your favor to create and to empower the life that you want to be. So don't ever give up. Look for books, look for meditations, look for free workshops. If you don't have the money, put yourself on a payment plan. uh, we all have different free services that you can utilize to feed yourself with beautiful information. I have a YouTube channel where I am providing weekly videos of 3 4 minutes of what I did. Use that. Go and utilize anything possible for your growing. And the more that you expand, the more that you elevate your frequency, the universe is going to start sending you more possibilities. The ability for you to take a class and to be able to pay for that class because now your frequency is changing.
Such a beautiful inspiration and so many beautiful advice to follow. So, Zuleyka, if someone would like to get in touch with you, where they can find you, and maybe you can share a little bit about your amazing work.
Thank you. You are such a sweetheart, and I love you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for helping us to be in service, but because you're really stepping up who you are, and you're allowing to people to grab this beautiful information and allow people to change their lives. And so the name of my company is it's Heal with Love by Zuleyka. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. Like I mentioned, I created a YouTube channel where you can see weekly videos and help yourself. Um, and I'm here to help you if you are willing to do the work and commit yourselves the way that we did it. Remember, it's about you. This is the biggest project of your life. Just like you make that huge investment on time and money and energy on a house, on a car, this is the biggest commitment, the biggest project of your life. But I can promise you, once you do that, you can really create a life that you want because there's enough life and love for all of us. There's enough abundance for all of us, and we are connected. We are united. And I love you so, so much. And thank you so much for allowing me to express through my beautiful friend and soul sister. I love you guys so much, and I love you so much for doing this. And I am so, so, so proud of you.
Thank you, Zuleyka. You are beautiful inspiration, and your words are always filled with so much wisdom and beautiful unconditional love. I know that everyone felt that beautiful love that always shines through Zuleyka. She's a beautiful lighthouse. Uh, to contact Zuleyka, I'm gonna put her info on the bottom of this video. If you like the video, give it thumbs up. Follow for more. Have a beautiful day and thank you so much. Remember, you are never on this path alone.